What if your house wasn't built, but grown? Not assembled by machines, not poured from cement, but cultivated. A living structure, breathing, adapting, returning to the earth when its time is over. This isn't science fiction. It's called mycelium architecture, and it might completely redefine what a home is. Intro the problem. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. The construction industry is one of the largest sources of carbon emissions on Earth. Concrete alone accounts for nearly 8% of global CO emissions. Think about that. Every city skyline, every highway, every modern building is part of a system that is slowly suffocating the planet. And yet we call it progress. We've built a world of structures that are strong, but dead. They don't breathe, they don't adapt. And when they're no longer needed, they don't disappear. They become waste, mountains of it. So the real question is, what if buildings didn't behave like machines, but like organisms? The breakthrough mycelium. Enter the hidden network beneath your feet. Mycelium, the root-like structure of fungi. It's nature's recycler, its architect, its silent engineer. Scientists discovered something extraordinary. When you combine agricultural waste like corn husks or straw with mycelium, it doesn't just sit there, it grows. The mycelium binds everything together naturally, forming a solid structure. No glue, no chemicals, no industrial heat, just biology doing what it's always done. The result? A material that is lightweight, fire-resistant, highly insulating, and completely biodegradable. This is what we call mycomaterials. And they're not just replacing insulation, they're becoming the building itself. The shift in thinking. Here's where things get interesting. For centuries, humans believed that buildings should be permanent, strong, rigid, unchanging. But nature doesn't work that way. Everything grows, changes, and eventually returns. So what if permanence was never the goal? What if adaptability was? A house made from mycelium doesn't fight nature. It collaborates with it. It can regulate humidity. It can respond to its environment. And at the end of its life, it doesn't become pollution. It becomes soil. Imagine that. Your home becoming part of the forest again. Real-world potential. This isn't just a concept. Designers and engineers are already creating biofabricated dwellings. Walls grown in molds. Panels formed in days instead of months. Entire structures that require a fraction of the energy of traditional construction. And here's the kicker. The raw materials. Agricultural waste. Things we usually throw away. So instead of extracting more from the earth, we're using what we already have. That's not just sustainable, that's regenerative. Personal vision, the future home. Now imagine this, not a luxury mansion, not a cold, lifeless concrete box, but a personal retreat, a hidden space designed not just to exist, but to evolve. A place where part of the structure is alive, where walls aren't just walls, but systems, growing, breathing, interacting. A secret base that you don't just own, but raise. This is where architecture stops being static and becomes a relationship. The contrast dead versus living. Let's be honest, most homes today are dead. They consume energy. They trap heat. They isolate us from nature. But a mycelium-based home, it's part of the ecosystem. It works with the environment, not against it. It's quieter, softer, more human, almost like stepping inside something that understands you. The bigger question. So here's the real question. Not about technology, not about materials, but about mindset. Do we continue building monuments to control, or do we start creating systems that coexist? Because the future isn't just about smarter cities, it's about living differently. Closing call to action. So let me ask you again, are you still living in a dead box of concrete? Or is your home part of a living ecosystem? The next revolution in architecture won't be built, it will be grown. And when that happens, we won't just change our homes, we'll change our relationship with the planet itself. Autre branding. This is Hope Reactor, where ideas don't just inform you, they evolve you. Subscribe if you're ready for the future.